Okay, mic should be on. Appears to be fine dandy. Usual text, which is this and that. There we go. Friend on board. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, we're back for, I'm assuming, the last stream for Hades.
Yeah, unless I really fuck it up, yeah.
You only gotta do one, not two. This is number 10, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, good. My math is correct. Alright, go on ahead. Go on.
Okay. I was looking at the Twitch screen and it has a delay, so it's like, but you're not showing anything. Oh, right.
Just take my trusted word, I'm controlling
Yeah.
everything. So, what are we gonna do for our last run?
I mean, if it ain't broken, I fix it.
Okay, I've outright replaced your spear favoritism now.
I actually do like the bow a lot right now, yeah.
All it took was one suggestion. And looks like an Aphrodite build.
Yeah.
Still no Ares though. What's up with that?
Sure.
Maybe this will be the run where he actually decides to show up. And Zeus. Because they have not shown up since the start.
Oh. Yeah, for somewhere.
They were like 5 feet away. They wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, let me fish.
Okay, let's see. Well, since this is the last stream for this game, let's see what happened since last time. Okay, so I've been. You want to go first?
So I mean, no, in-game stuff or just out of life stuff? I mean, real life stuff.
Yeah, real game stuff. You know, what games have been playing?
Yeah, like I said, I've been playing Diablo 4 with and actually quite positive.
I was hearing mixed. I was hearing mixed responses with Diablo 4. At least,
Really?
I didn't look deep into it. I was just hearing mixed.
I mean, might be a bit of a bad reference point for me because, you know, it's my first Diablo game. So,
that might be why.
yeah. But, I mean, considering the state that Blizzard was in recently...
In that mobile game.
Yeah, it's like...
Why, you guys don't have phones?
Yeah, it's like, this is a step in the right direction again.
I still don't trust him, after the shenanigans with Overwatch 2.
Yeah. It's like, wait, Overwatch 2 was just a win in this community. Oh no, wait, the pay.
There was a lot of shit going on behind before the game even came out.
I think I missed most of that.
I'm gonna start. Like, first thing came to my mind, McCree. Like, which one?
Wait, what? Oh. That. Oh, yeah.
So that was the first signs of things going bad.
Okay, yeah. I always kind of repress these things. But yeah.
Oh, there we go. Had a bit of a lag spike there. That's on your end, not mine. I'm still in the green.
Yeah, it's like...
Are you fine now? What's our challenge? You want to go with speed again?
And it's quite a lot of health. Let's take the damage and just not take damage.
Fuck it. Alright, let's see. Stuff I've been doing. Right, so I've been replaying Mass Effect 1, at least the Legendary Edition, because, hey, there's new mods out there. Might as well get familiar with them now. There's definitely a better variety of mods for Mass Effect 1, at least with the Legendary Edition compared to the original version, because the original, I think due to just how limiting the original version was, there wasn't much to really change modding-wise. To be fair, all of them gone to 3, like, just in comparison. So at least with Legendary Edition, there's a much more decent list up there. There have been, you know, any of the mods that were for the original version have been, I think almost all of them have been successfully ported, so that's nice. I'm not missing out anything with the Legendary version. So, That's nice. And some did get some better improvements because of Legendary, basically removing that stupid memory cap. One of the impressive ones I've seen is a mod for basically implementing more diverse alien species into the game. Basically, can we add the female Turians since they exist?
What? Who told you that this exists?
Yeah. Basically, the mod is what... Well, right, there's a mod called Project Variety, and I swear this mod was supposed to be simpler, but ended up changing way too much for my personal taste. What Project Variety was supposed to do for Mass Effect 3 was add more variety in the world, as in add in more NPCs, more diverse versions of those aliens and such, so there's not many copy-paste clones. That's the idea, but then it ended up changing way too fucking much. Like adding in excessive clothing items for the squad mates and all that don't fit the aesthetic in the game at all. It ended up changing way too fucking much to my taste. So instead we got Project Diversity instead. I think that's what it's called. So there's one for Mass Effect 1 so far. I think there's one for 2 and 3. But right now I'm focusing on 1. And what it changes is, yes, it adds female Turians, but it also adds just more diverse versions of the standard NPCs we already have, like the Volus, the Elcor, and the Hanar. You actually get to see much more of them around, and actually walking around for starters. That's actually impressive, because in the original game, most of the NPCs were quite stationary.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get to see more of them, and also... not just more of them, but more in diverse colors too. It's weird seeing a blue and a proper red Hanar.
Yeah, but which will make sense that they have different colorations.
They should.
Like they are luminous and kind of.
They're jellyfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. This is like, yeah, of course there would be better color variants. They should be. So that was a nice, pleasant change. And I think one of the changes also was they've added more, I guess, life with some of the quest NPCs. And by that I mean they just basically changed their questline positioning to more logical sense placements. So some of the quest NPCs will still be in their default state, but any of them that you re-encounter, they'll naturally end up being somewhere else because they're people. They shouldn't just go back to their default place.
That makes sense.
Well, at least the one I know so far, because I've gone through the game just yet, only halfway. The one for Emily Wong, you encounter her 2 or 3 times in the game. Her first placement is still the same as normal, because, you're exploring the place, so you don't want to change too much. The second time, she's in the Presidium, nearby the elevator towards CSEC, because her second quest line requires you to go into CSEC for the traffic control room. So having the elevator being right there is convenient, and means you're not wasting time either fast traveling or just going all the way, back to the wards to the CSEC traffic control. So that's a change that makes sense and speeds things up. But it also keeps things natural, It's small changes like that that make the world feel just a smidge more alive. And there's probably many other changes I haven't noticed yet, but yeah, just having an increase of NPCs without completely overwhelming the player entirely, yeah, it makes the Citadel feel much more alive, considering how, it's not a dramatic change, but it's just enough.
Yeah.
Because if you go back to the original Mass Effect 1, the original Presidium, not the wards and such, is pretty empty, if you think about it.
It is, but it's empty, but Mass Effect 1 is still my favorite version of the Citadel, because it's actually connected.
The sensor scale, and they are actually connected. If you, no-clip the camera out of place, the elevators are actually physically... all the rooms are physically in space. They actually make sense, structurally.
Yeah.
Somehow. I don't know how. Because the place is fucking huge. But, yeah, that was one of the major mods. There's another mod that is a blessing. Thank fuck it exists. Did you hate finding all the keepers?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. There's a mod now that actually allows you to see where all the fucking keepers are on the map. Thank God.
Oh, nice.
And it actually... so the Legendary Edition of the Keepers did make it easier by removing one keeper. Because there was always that one keeper that actually legit did disappear. you have to reload the save to bring it back in. So I'm assuming that was their logic of fixing it. Just like, okay, we'll just remove one.
Yeah.
But now with this mod, it's redundant to actually remove that one, so it puts it back in since you can actually find them all now. The game is still programmed to so you only need to find 20 instead of 21, but if you do find 21, the mod's added in an extra little fun bonus quest line that is, not necessary, but it is fun.
Nice.
So if you find all the keepers, there's a little puzzle, not very hard, that you can solve. It's pretty simple to do. Basically, every keeper you find, it will actually give you a little piece of information, a little text or line that doesn't seem to make sense. But if you find all 21, you have a lot of information, whatever you can puzzle together to find a hidden message. A hidden message is an instruction to do something with one of the particular keepers. You do that, there's a new quest line for you to do of 5 unique keepers for an interesting little fun side story, basically. So that's all I'm going to say for spoilers, in case you want to see the mod. I encourage it, because if you bother doing the keeper quest line, you might as well make it fun.
Yeah, but probably until I'm going to replay Mass Effect, but we'll probably have met some. But I never really go down the rabbit hole of mods that much anymore. It's like
Which is fair.
it's hard to go to the base version and just like it's a rabbit hole where it's like finding all the mods and I shouldn't fish and talk because holy shit that was bad.
That's fine.
um,
It is a rabbit hole, like...
yeah.
I get what you mean, it's kind of hard to choose which mods you do and don't want to use. But,
yeah, and then, once you go with too many, it's also like, haha, now make sure that they're all compatible.
Well, thankfully, this isn't Skyrim. Oh, that's a spam bot if I ever saw that. Get out of here, you're fake. Let's see, can I do that right now?
You should be able to do this.
Let's see, do that from here.
Hey, so it's actually did show up.
I've got the chat here, but I don't think I'm technically admin in this. I don't think.
It's your channel. Don't you have the mod viewer?
Say, I've never done this on OBS before. Excuse me.
Oh, then just can you not open it on Twitch?
I'm figuring it out right now. I've never been tested before. Excuse me if I'm not familiar with this. Not that. Gotta be around somewhere. Got settings, but where's the fucking, admin stuff?
I mean, I usually just do it on when I go to the stream. There's the mod view where you can do stuff like that.
I'm trying to find it. I don't think it exists on OBS. I could be wrong. Figure it out in a minute. Do this. I've never done this. Clear as ever. I can reply to the message, but that's not what I want to do.
No. I don't know. Probably I'll just send it
Hang on.
out afterwards.
Got it. Port the... just block it. Oh, wait. Do you block or do you ban? That's...
I ban because
there it is.
like it's a bot, so
Oop.
it's like
There you go. I banned it. So that's what it feels like.
power.
You're banned!
I mean, it's also the same that I do to all the repost bots on Reddit.
Mm.
I have to say, sometimes like some of the reports I get being like, wow, why are you flagging this as low effort? It's a meme, and it actually is kind of funny.
I was gonna bring this up, but it seems to ease up as of late. But yeah, there was an excessive amount of no low effort posts. I'm like, it's a fucking meme channel. What are you upset about? Whoever
Yeah,
was the specific, I swear it was one specific person. I'm just annoyed you can't find out who the hell is sending these reports.
yeah.
What is
I,
up with that?
I mean, I get it that you know, for like some of the reports, you shouldn't find out to to not bring hate to the person who reports it.
But if you're getting, at least, the moderators should see who's sending the reports to see if the reports are actually from a valid person,
Yeah. I mean, what I kind of sometimes wished was to kind of just send a message, like not even to like not having the Reddit username, but because sometimes there were posts flagged with this is incriminating against the ethnic community and stuff like that, and I just like, but how? I don't see it, but I also didn't want to completely disregard it. I just wanted
Yeah,
to get clarification. It's like,
if you were
why
able to
is
private
this?
message the reporter without needing to actually know about the reporter's name or anything like that, just something, just a form of context saying, okay, we'll listen to you, but this is your one chance,
Yeah,
Don't spam this shit. I don't know,
yeah.
something, some recognition of who's sending the reports, because I get so tempted to be like, I wish I could find out who the hell was saying this and just shut him up for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
This
And
is
then
excessive.
sometimes, like what happens with the spam bot is like you get people saying like, "Hey, this is a spam bot." The post already is on the sub, and it's like, "Oh, it
Okay,
is.
yeah, that
Thanks."
one, yeah, that
I
one's
wouldn't have.
fine.
Yeah, I was like, I wouldn't have realized that.
Yeah, yeah, that one's fine. I'm alright with that one. That's fine. It's just the ones who no love for posts. I'm like, this is a meme channel. I don't see that. Is that a rule on the Reddit page?
I think it might be, and
I think we should remove that, considering it's a meme channel.
yeah, it's like memes are by nature low effort, and like I even had this myself, where sometimes, in the beginning when the subreddit was pretty much just me and Twist posting stuff,
Aye.
uh, I something like I try to have like at least with two of us together one post per day, and you can only do this so long until you run out of ideas, and so many times I was like, oh god, what do I post? And it's like, okay, I guess I
Fuck it.
will just hate on Kyle Lang again. And those would always get upvotes, and sometimes I had like memes that I actually spent some effort, what was a clever joke that got half of that, and it's like, why do I keep bothering with effort if hating on Kyle Lang with low effort is the way to go?
Hang on a minute. So doing low posts on hating on Kai Lang's alright, but the Batarian thing, that's a no-go? What's up with that? It's the same fucking thing, right?
uh, uh,
I get where it's coming from, but it's just like, guys, it's a video game.
yeah,
It's fiction.
yeah. For me, I, I also like never did anything against the whole Batarian post, even if at some point they kind of started to get on my nerves a bit, because there were like a lot of them.
The thing
For
is,
me, it's like
it's in character with Shepard though, depending on the background you pick. So
yeah, which if it's that, I'm totally fine and I understand it's a meme channel. The only issue is that people use memes to, spread their opinions as
translate
well.
translate to reality.
And there are definitely some people that don't really properly distinguish between it, and then it's like, are you hating on Batarians because you just hate on people you've been told are bad, or do you
Yeah.
just, post a meme?
There is a
And
line that needs to be drawn here.
and
Like the
like
Batarians are
it,
meant to be hated, but with reason, and also it's fiction.
yeah, and it's like at some point it becomes really hard to differentiate this, and like once you lose the trust in that, it just becomes like. And I actually had this happen with the Formula One meme subreddit,
Really?
where yeah, people started to legitimately hate on Lewis Hamilton,
What? Why?
because he won a lot, and he sometimes is a bit hypocritical, like all fucking racing drivers, and has radio messages where he complains about stuff,
Mm.
like every fucking racing driver. And like I also wasn't his biggest fan,
Yeah, fair enough.
but then like the post like they just really started to just pile up on him. It's like, yeah, I get it, he won a lot and you're kind of tired of Mercedes winning, and you know you want somebody else to win. But listen to what the hell he's saying, and like there were some legitimately posts where they like were like, oh, he once said that he doesn't have a history of crashing, and then they had like a montage of all his crashes. It's like, fucking hell, people. Verstappen has probably close to that and has like half his career. Like, like and then, like they're legitimately starting to hate on Lewis Hamilton to the degree where they actually turned me into a fan just so I could see the like I actually wanted him to win so I could see
Out of spite.
the subreddit burn. And
Mm.
yeah, then we had the really nice controversial ending where nobody was happy, which made me unsubscribe, and I actually still unsubscribe and just occasionally check
So-
it out because
So what's the state now? Like, when was this? Was this a few years ago?
this was like it was actually in 2022 when
Oh.
Verstappen had a real shot at winning it, and the championship got heated.
Okay. You got out of Dodge.
Yeah, because like I mean everything Formula One related like got the same, and like I mean there is a point that you know Hamilton
And the
fans
fan
are
base
also
ruins
annoying,
the thing you
but
like.
like it's not like they aren't annoying. It's like you know fan bases in general become annoying when they become too big.
Yeah, I get you.
And yeah, then there's also the thing that you know some people are legitimately racist and hate Lewis Hamilton because of that. So
That
people
is
that also
inexcusable.
so people that you know experience this themselves kind of you know latch onto that you know people are racist and hate him for that, and then sometimes accuse people that aren't because you can't differentiate that.
Mm.
So it's also like then people like, oh, all people just because they don't like Miss Hamilton are racist and make fun of that, and it's like, yeah, that's not how it is, but there are also people that are racist and just hate him because of that, and it's hard for people to differentiate it, and it's like, whole fucking topic. Yes, there
Anyway,
is.
Hades.
Yeah, so that's why sometimes it's like there's this point where it goes from like just making stupid jokes to actually on an independent one that which it kind of never becomes the same.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Just now noticed that the Minotaur has skeleton legs.
Oh yeah. That's good.
Well, he's supposed to be dead, so something had to give. Actually, yeah, he's the only. No, he's not. Sorry, I was gonna say he's probably the only major dead character you really encounter, but no, there's a few others. Well,
Pretty
more
much
like
everybody is dead in this game.
yeah, there's just a couple of stubborn about leaving or not.
Yeah.
Well, no, more accurate, too stubborn to actually give in of death.
I actually liking this build right now.
Yeah, you went through him real quick, and this will also be another chance to prove make sure 100% this influences the next encounter. And that fog is very damaging.
Yeah.
We know it is.
60% is quite a lot, even if enemies won't always stand in it, but
Yeah, but when it's against Hades himself.
yeah.
This is pretty much your build you had at the start of the game. Just nice with the Zeus and the fog.
Probably should switch to some lighthearted topics after all.
Yeah, I'm not trying to think of something.
I watched, I caught up now with season 3 of The Mandalorian.
Oh, good. Cool. Right, we can talk about spoilers now. So,
Yeah.
Bo-Katan.
Yeah. Bo-Katan is a badass, which is no surprise, but still.
Did not actually expect Bo-Katan to be part of the what is it? The Creed. I think that's what they
Creed,
refer to.
yeah.
Yeah, didn't expect that, but it's just also like pure happenstance.
Yeah, it was like, oh right, yeah, I did do all of that.
Didn't mean to do it that way, but it's, fuck it, I'm here now.
Yeah. I also like the scene where she's like, oh, I saw the
Mythosaur.
Mythosaur. It's like, oh yeah, visions are cool. It's like, no, I saw it.
No, I actually legit fucking saw the thing.
Sure you did.
That's nice, Bo-Katan. Now have a new piece of armor.
Yeah.
It kind of annoyed me on the launch of the episode. They were all talking about the Mythosaur. I'm like, is no one going to talk about the fucking droid? And how it was not General Grievous? He's like, I was getting Grievous vibes off this thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it even sounded like it at certain points, but it can't be him, but sure as hell remind me of him.
But it was also like cyborg-like, right? Like
Yeah,
it had
yeah.
an eye.
Yeah, it had organic elements in it, so I was like, what the hell were you, man? And, let's see, what else? So,
The Amnesty Program episode was also
that was a fun little
really
bit of side story.
Yeah, it also like it kind of really engaged with the fact that it's like, I don't trust the doctor. I don't trust any of you right now. It's like, this is all way too nice. Something's wrong here.
I forgot what her name was, but I feel like she's still somewhat loyal to the Empire, just in a different way.
Yeah, we knew the ending, definitely.
But it was like, the logic being was, can't let this doctor be alive, can't put him back into the Empire, so the best thing you do is too powerful in the Republic's hands, so it's better to kill him, basically. Way too powerful to leave in the Republic's hands.
Okay, that's actually different that I got, because like my line of thinking was, oh, he might be a danger to the Empire's plan, so we need to
Either put him back in the Empire or remove him, because he will be a threat.
He knows too much, kind of thing.
He's too valuable, so get rid of him. So like, there are people still loyal to the Empire even though they're gone, which that makes sense.
Absolutely happens. Like, and it was almost a bit too real for me with Second World War, because that happened.
Naturally.
That happened. Was that enemy? Hades, you're kind of slacking with that.
Let's see. Right, so we had also. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, it was like really interesting, because like I didn't trust him at the beginning, especially with his like heartfelt speech. Is like, sure, but then it turned out it actually was. Like, huh.
Genuinely wanted to help, which I think you could kind of get that vibe from him in Mandalorian season 2. I think. But
I remember that too. Like my brain just defaulted to evil scientists on the Empire side.
Do I dare remind you of Otacon? Not all scientists are inherently evil, they're just misused.
Yeah. There's also Morden.
Yeah, Morden's also a good example. Let's see. Right, so in the recent episode for Mandalorian, we got more flashback with Grogu back in the
temple,
yeah, Order 66. So do you know who the Jedi was that saved him?
Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, I know, that was amazing. It's like, oh my god, he's been redeemed! Bless this man! He so needed something positive in his Star Wars career.
Yeah.
With the flack he got from Jar Jar.
Yeah, and it's again like the same hate that Anakin got for playing an awkward teenager awkwardly. It's like, this was his fault. He played his fault perfectly. Don't hate him because of what, George Lucas created.
It was just a nice little treat. They didn't need to do it, but they did it anyway. It could have been anyone, but no, let's get Jar Jar's actor to actually be a Jedi. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Alright, let me see if his HP did shrink, and it did, yes. Cool.
Ah, so actually it does take some of damage. Nice.
Yeah, just like the first quarter of it is removed. Still, that's a good advantage to have.
It's not completely bad to run into him.
Yeah. So it's actually nice to know, like, you don't beat him there, but it does give you an advantage in this fight.
Yeah.
So it's not an absolute waste of time, thank God. I was thinking that it's like, there's no benefit fighting him earlier. Fuck him up! Ugh, look at that health chew up. He still gets damaged when poisoned. Dead.
I think that might actually be the fastest kill for the two of them.
That was pretty quick. Don't forget you one fan.
Yeah.
Right, we're already in the last area. That was quick.
Actually, it was a good run.
The real test to see if you actually get the bag quickly.
Yeah.
Make it or break it run.
We're actually quite good in time regardless, so.
Mm-hmm. Money? Yes, please.
Money. Also one thing that I never really had an issue with star fights, but this season they are amazing. Like,
These are
especially
really good star fights.
Yeah, with the like where he kind of starts to hunt them like like Batman style, and the theme shows up every time he's like for 2 seconds in the screen kills someone.
Yeah, they got a good use out of the Nabooian starfighter ship,
Yeah.
considering they built it in Book of Boba Fett, but never really showed its combat power yet. So
Yeah.
it was nice, and also being teamed up with Bo-Katan's ship as well. That was nice.
Oh yeah, and also the handbrake turn thing.
All that good shit. What was your thoughts of seeing the when they attempted to bring back the IG unit?
I like, please, I just admit, oh.
I was getting massive Terminator vibes out of him, you know, just being just the main torso and arm.
All programming. Oh yeah.
I'm still impressed that it's still used practical for the IG unit as well. I don't think there was much CGI on him there. They can do it. They can do it.
They learned the lessons. I also practical clones against like
That was nice.
The first Legion Legion looks so good with the blue armor.
Yeah, it's just always nice when they can do anything practical. They also, it's nice they can when they always do something practical. They also brought in a couple of aliens, whatever the species name is, from the new trilogy, which I don't mind. They're just a background element. There's a better connection. Those little small engineer people, wherever they were.
Oh, those were they?
Yeah, they were. They were implemented in the new trilogy. I don't mind this implementation. It's just it's just natural world building. That makes sense.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I mean, I think you probably get it from my previous talks about the last Jedi, that I don't hate the trilogy based on it's new and like there's good stuff in it.
Yeah, it's like we like the concepts, we just don't like the story.
Yeah, and I also don't like that they just back down from everything again because of the fair play. Like,
oh, so I got a bit of an interesting fun fact. I'm not sure if you do know this. So the droid that the Mandalorian ended up sticking with for his planetary scans, right?
It's the Luke one, right?
Yeah, it's the same droid that Luke almost got. He's been hanging around that Tatooine for that long, and he finally gets to be used. It's just nice, knowing where he ends up.
Yeah. Should have went with Luke. No, probably not.
Nah, his motivator broke out. There's actually a nice little touch on the droid's design where the motivator gets repaired. There's like a scorch mark where it broke out, basically, on the design. It's just small details like that. I think I saw behind the scenes that droid was a generic droid. It's just like that looks a lot like the same droid. Can you just add scorch marks or wherever where the motivator burnt out, just to make him that droid? It's just those small things. I love that shit. I'll eat it up. Yeah, room 2 now, or
yeah, room 2.
the gut feeling the bag will be in room 3, not 2 today.
Could be, but that's getting rich to me.
Oh, okay. It could be faster, said no one.
They really want me to get the legend, the dual bone, because they offered it 3 times now. It's like, no, it caps out quite nicely.
But I wanna.
But the game wants me to have it.
Here you go. Good boy. It's not long ago. I tried looking up the whole, 3 heads. Are they like 3 personalities, or are they all one shared? Fuck, I don't know.
They should start a Reddit thread about it.
My personal exception for Cerberus, maybe people interpret different ways. I prefer it being one entity, but the 3 heads are different, exaggerated personalities of that one person, basically.
I can see that.
That's my personal way of taking it. So one head be more aggressive, one is more intimate or shy, one be more intelligent, something like that. You can do fun with that. You can have more expression out of one character. Don't make it 3 characters, because that makes it more of a nightmare to handle.
Yeah, but this is a good story. If a story, yeah.
That's my personal favoritism if I had to choose, basically. Now, if I had to explain Ghidorah on that hand, that's a different story altogether. I think that one's explicitly 3 heads, 3 unique personalities. What? No fight?
No fight.
Fucking finally takes the hint.
He's afraid of me. I actually have a good belt.
Yeah, this is like, this will kick your fucking ass. Well, it's half that, yes. You force him to fight? Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. You have some alcohol.
Get drunk. This is weird.
Spoiler alert, it's the only time that will happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, you didn't even get the end result clock thing, whatever, did you? And you're in a slightly different position. What's up with that? Why?
See the priorities here?
Yeah, Something feels off here. I don't like this. This is way too easy, considering how stubborn she was of not leaving.
I only saw it 9 times. You should have gotten used to it, right?
Dinosaurs? Ah, the river is right there.
Yeah.
You can actually talk longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's the river.
It's actually quite beautiful here.
Yeah, too bad it's gonna get worse in a minute. mean, yeah, your conversation's been really short.
Yeah, and most of them were like, plot driven, like, how do we fix this? What's up with father? Who are you? Not, who are you? Like, what do you like? Except flowers and gardening.
How long has this all taken, I wonder? Like, in-game? Like, a few days? Weeks? An hour?
It depends on how quick you are. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, it could be like months or something like that.
I feel like in-game wise, maybe a week. I feel like that would be most natural
I
flowing,
mean,
but
I would say that like each attempt is at least a day, so it's a bit like
yeah,
2
something
weeks,
like
something
that.
like that.
Yeah.
From like first meeting to this, but yeah, depending on how successful you are, could be like months or something.
Also, not factoring how long does it take for Zagreus to recover from a death?
That's also a good point.
Where is he? Ah, clever implementation of the credits.
So yeah, that's the ending
Neutral
of.
ending? Yes.
No, that's not the two because like
You said that there's a true ending per se,
yeah,
I guess.
which
What would
just
you like
isn't
with
it.
this?
And I'm not going to grind on the stream for it because um
What
you
are the
need to
requirements?
get like 6 gods or 7 gods to full hearts.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think I will just explain what's happening.
Hang on, so, like, 6 or 7 gods, I'm assuming you mean the gods you only encounter in the hub, right? Or at least...
No, the Olympian gods.
How are you supposed to do that?
You can give them the same gifts, and then they will get one heart per gift you give them.
How
And
are
then
you
you need to
supposed to...
do.
Sorry, how are you supposed to gift them gifts, because they only provide upgrades?
What,
no,
when
like,
the first
talking
time
to
they
them.
show up, you can give them something, and
Oh,
then
only the
there's
first time.
Yeah, like on the first time on each one, something like that. Like,
Yeah. Weird, I never saw the prompt for giving a gift to them then.
it does show up, but yeah. And then you need to do a quest for them, which can be as simple as for Artemis, just talk to her a bunch of time. And as difficult as like Ares, where it's like kill 10,000 enemies. Poseidon will like show up to him with a fish in hand.
Okay, well,
yeah.
for starters, Ares, fuck that, ain't doing that. 10,000 is not quick, not especially not in this game.
Yeah.
Like, I suffered enough in Birth by Sleep for that shit. But I'm at least glad you don't have to do all of them, unless there is a stipulation for doing all of them.
No, you just need enough of them. And
yeah, it was like, there must be something
it
to
takes
do
a
all
while,
of them.
and you need really grinding for the vials that you give them.
You're gonna go way past 10 for ending's sake.
Yes, like this is like starting to become the end game.
Now this is when the game becomes true roguelike, and you start questioning where the fucking end is now.
Yeah, exactly. And you afterwards you can still just keep on going.
But by that point, you'd be done, so you just end up YouTubing this shit.
yeah, like I said, fucking love this game. It's fun to play, which I'm not sure how much it translates to. Even though I kind of did the exact same build because I kind of wanted to get through it.
No, I can see the appeal. This game does look fun. I won't deny that. It's just
the writing in it and just like the voice lines and the story.
Very well made indie game.
Yeah.
They had a theme and they definitely went really well with it.
Yeah. And also since I like discussing endings, you can also like figure these like fuck, I forgot her name. Orpheus and
the Wood Fae lady.
Yeah, Wood Fae. Back together, you can help Sisyphus with his folk that he doesn't get tortured all the time. You can bring the Fallen Warrior and Achilles back together, like if you play long enough.
Those were happening in your grind to do the full ending, but
Yeah.
There's more stuff to do. It just gets grindy after a point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, so that's what that platform's for. Wait, that's not a door though, that's just a wall.
Oh, this is the.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought of it that way. Tried knocking?
All right. I do. In the name of Persephone the Queen, open the gates.
Opening the gates. Yeah, easy. So I'm guessing whenever he leaves, he just jumps over the door. That's what
Yeah.
it looked like every time he tried leaving.
Because that's how we start, yeah.
Quite difficult to
Literally
stop
climbing
here,
over the window.
but it's held on longer than I would have expected.
Everest.
Cerberus?
Yep,
And dutiful as ever,
priorities.
Yeah. It's true, fair.
I'm sorry. Know
Ooh.
that I am sorry.
A different render, that is rare.
Hades, you look tired. Though I am not the only one you ought to be apologizing to.
I know. I know why. Why have you returned? If Olympus, if your mother discovers what happened, not even Zeus, not even he could stop what would transpire here.
Oh, I have a thought or two about how we can settle that. Though I shall need for you and Zagreus to cooperate with me on a solution. Or, if you'd rather, I could just return the way I came.
The stream only goes one way.
You intend to have them over for ambrosia? Not even you can fix a broken family, Persephone.
With that attitude.
You're right, Hades. I can't. Certainly not by myself. So are you going to help me or what?
I would do anything that you would ask of me.
Then first, talk to your son.
Easier said than done.
Zagreus, you have already met Persephone, our queen.
10 times.
I expect for you to show deference to her at all times.
Wow, Father, you called me by my name. What is this strange sensation that I feel? Perhaps it's this deference of which you speak.
Oh, stop it, both of you! Don't make me regret this, Hades. Speak honestly with him. About yourself, not me. Go on.
Feelings. I don't like feelings.
Yeah.
Zagreus, I know there have been times when I've let my mood reflect on you. I showed very little patience, questioned your judgment, often when my own was flawed. Thus, I apologize to you, my son. I have no excuses, and I ask no forgiveness.
What is this strange feeling I'm currently having?
What about the part where you lied to me about Mother? Do you apologize for that? Your foul moods inventing them on me. I've long since come to expect that from you, and I resented you for it. But I always thought you're honest.
Your mother did not come here willingly when we originally met. When she left, believing you were stillborn, her decision was final. I believed that she was better off without the lot of us, Olympus included. Deceiving both of you. It tore against my being, but it needed to be done.
Well, you didn't need to vent all that inner turmoil onto me throughout my life. Though, I think I understand. I only wish I could have understood sooner. So, what now? I've grown so used to ransacking your domain, I think I'm really going to miss it.
About that. Your ransacking revealed many flaws in our security.
Made it way too easy getting out rather than getting in.
Yeah.
Rides on there being no escape from here. Would you keep trying to break free? Not for my sake, but for this realm. For the Queen.
Okay, I was gonna say, it's like, what was stopping you when you do new runs? Why does Hades still fight you? But nah, this makes sense.
Because, like, he still, takes the chance that.
Yeah, Hades is the last wall of defense. If he doesn't
Yeah.
get better, then things are gonna get worse.
Surface, it's still going to be you waiting up there.
This is fine.
Yeah, domestic violence.
Yeah, but there are no consequences, so, you know, violence be damned.
Yeah.
You have it half correct.
Perhaps you'll also tend to my little cottage while you're in the area. The garden doesn't take much care at all. I'd like to keep the place in decent shape, in case I cannot suffer this for long.
Since we're not going to be seeing future runs, what does happen to her garden in newer runs?
You just wander the earth and then you die. And
Ah.
there's like a random line of how you died.
Okay. Oh, at least there's some variety on deaths.
And
Yeah.
clearly work to do as well. We have a lot
You slipped and fell on some ice. You died.
Pretty much dead, yeah.
You consumed some uncooked processed chicken. You die of food poisoning.
It's pretty much in exactly that tone.
Was Hades, feared ruler of the dead, reunited with his long-lost bride, Persephone,
Jeez,
the
beer.
queen, and together with their firstborn son, Prince Zagreus, they would go on to reign eternally beneath the earth, in relative harmony. The queen's return marked an occasion of enthusiastic joy, so much as possible in that dark, gloom-filled realm of the dead.
Wow, this ending is really lighthearted for, you know, Hades and all that. It'd be a shame if something terrible would happen.
What transpired there in the underworld.
Not much the Hades 2 trailer.
After all this time, it's only been a few days,
Oh, that's nice.
but it's been good. Mother and father are back
Hang on.
together.
And what's the other painting then? What's that one?
Painting. Easy. All is well in the underworld.
What about the picture on the right? Just noticed the bed's been undone. I wonder why. Oh, that's nice.
I can't
Have a look at it again.
used to seeing us together like this.
Wait, I can't skip this now.
Nope. At least it's slightly quicker than the first time.
Yeah.
Seriously though, what's under that one?
We'll never find out.
Sequel
Also,
bait.
I didn't realize we end up here again.
Neither did I. I mean, makes sense. Where else would you go?
The queen is back. You did it, lad. We must have lots of catching up to do. Or patching up.
Bit of both.
I'm to understand that
Yeah.
your escape attempts, they are officially approved, isn't that so?
That's so indeed, sir. Especially
Now he has a job instead of just loafing around like a useless idiot.
I'm actually employed. Don't have to live in his basement anymore.
I get paid to escape.
Well, then I look forward to working with you in a more formal capacity. And it is
Not exactly the job I would picture Zagreus to have, but
for
for, you know, Greek mythology's sake, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like I could see this being a title, whatever, for Zagreus. Or at least whatever would be appropriate. Mythology-wise,
Yeah.
I feel like this would be a position some, you know, god would have.
Yeah. Like, honestly, God of Escape doesn't have the worst thing to it. I actually like it.
I wouldn't phrase it like that, but you get what I mean. The positioning
Yeah.
makes sense.
we're going to try and make it work like this for now.
Due to the nature of the underworld, it makes absolute sense there has to be someone that tests the security.
Yeah.
See how easy it is to get out.
Do so. We've been doing everything you said this entire time.
It is not the same. The entire field is completely different now. You'll see. So, okay, bye.
Bye.
Love that energy.
All you're attempting to break out of here, over and over. You're now authorized to keep that up. Exposing weaknesses in underworld security.
I already reported that you're helping me. That is a weakness.
That is indeed a weakness.
Pretty decent about escaping from a place
So
that's
step it the fuck up, boy.
keep in touch with the other side of the family. Work with you from time to time.
I have to say, I never thought I'd hear you talking about looking forward to working, Zag. You feeling alright? Spending too much time
When
on
your
the
work is
surface?
your hobby.
Oh, he did make his hobby his job. He made it.
My fated purpose is to be a master of frustrating father's efforts to make everything strictly perfect. I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I could live with that.
Well then,
Yeah.
I'll be looking forward to working with you in a more official capacity, even if we're still supposed to keep it all under wraps, for sake of appearances. See you out there.
Bye, Than.
Zagreus!
Oh, what? She doesn't get like a chair or anything?
Yes.
Say?
Like she doesn't get a chair like for being here? Or is that something you have to install?
I actually don't know.
Let's find out with all the stuff we're not going to be using.
Yeah.
Oh, Zagreus, you're so thoughtful.
I like the outfit.
Truly. Your father never
It's a
permitted
natural
that
mix.
Galadriel
There's still a bit of
has
green in there.
forgotten its savor. Though, just a moment. I have something for you too.
Oh.
I think this legitimately is very, like, one of the best ones except for the boss fight damage reduction.
Naturally.
But yeah, you only get it once you beat it 10 times already.
Which is
Because
fair.
I've been fishing, but it's like, wait, who gives it? And then I looked up, like, oh, right, of course, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense that, like, post-game, what, quote, post-game stuff, it should make further grinds easier. Just so it won't be as grindy.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's gone all right so far. Thank you for asking, son. Everyone has been quite welcoming. The darkness is a pleasant change of pace. And while the stress can be a little difficult to move in, I quite like it.
It's not as restricting as your old one, you know. It's just a color difference.
I mean, maybe it's a bit heavier and stuff like that. I don't know.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to get a dye this color?
I'm sure it can.
Yeah.
And I do miss my little
The stuff is literally made out of stone.
I think I'm through running away. There may be times when it is necessary, of course. But no matter how far you run, it doesn't make your problems go away. You taught me that, you know?
I did, but I tried desperately to run away myself.
Yeah, you running away ended up you asking her to come back.
Yeah.
So, is that really running away?
Indeed.
Well, look at you, boy. Never seen you quite so perky, relatively speaking, of course. Big tough guy like yourself. You must have missed Mother just as much as she missed you.
Ever since I've been bringing this up, and I've been keeping an eye on how they've been referring to Cerberus, they seem to be referring to it as singular. At least, that's what I've noticed.
Yeah, because it should be boys if it's, you know, multiple entities, right?
So it is a singular entity with
Yeah.
3 personalities. Best way of doing this. Because if you're going to have 3 heads, you might as well have fun with it. Which, you know, that works, because only one of the heads likes being petted.
Yeah.
It must be the friendly head, naturally.
Can't you be happy with me?
Thanks, Father. So, I can just head on out there again whenever I want. Don't need to stick to any rigid schedule.
Well, you could probably beat your personal times, but, you know, that's up to you.
Yeah. Oh, I actually remember, like, realized now, the last one actually doesn't count for your best times.
No, it does
Makes
not,
sense.
which was a really fast run, too.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And the Olympians are going to
So wait,
keep
I wonder if you...
trying to get away from you to them.
I wonder if it...
Can't keep this
Like, next time you do a successful run, like, on this save file, would it still say... Like, would it count to 10 or 11?
I think it would count to 11.
We have no way of knowing until you do another run, but you're not gonna.
Not with this one. Just how stick.
You trade in your stuff to get some money.
Yeah, I don't think she can have it. Jessie doesn't deserve one apparently because she left.
That's bullshit.
You know that one? It was amazing.
Oh, that one, yes, I know. I mean, it was a favorite, I was told, by those who listened to the music I created with my muse. It was a most productive time back when we were alive.
Would you ever sing it again?
No.
I highly doubt it, no.
Yeah, still really clue me.
Persephone, the queen. She has returned. I scarce believe a child.
Oh, also, you can reunite Nyx with Chaos as well. Then she sometimes hangs out with him or
Huh.
them.
That's nice. What's their relation?
Believe it too.
She is her
Pick up the pieces.
Spouse.
yeah, she is their son.
Ah. Nix, what
No,
the fuck were you...
fuck.
I was gonna say, it's like,
It's
Nix,
like-
what were you doing in your love life? Okay, no, okay. It's a father-daughter relation.
Yeah, it's like I'm mixing up all the pronouns, but I was like, wow.
Now I gotta know if that's true in Greek mythology. Probably not, considering chaos is more of a universal element, not a character.
Maybe in like you know, not literal sense, but you know, Chaos was the daughter to the night and everything else. So
Hmm.
uh,
Either way. I mean, he can't really leave this place for good.
Yeah,
He'll just keep
like
coming
I
back
would
down
have
here.
escaped. Like I made it out of there.
Then I'll die to some random bullshit somehow.
The garden's always
Yeah.
open now.
Yeah, but that's it is, and
Oh, yeah.
in the garden.
So I'm assuming when you do new runs, this garden will fill up.
Sorry.
I'm assuming when you do new runs now, that this garden will fill up.
Not really.
Or is this part of the upgrade build?
I think you can get some other stuff there. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Right.
yeah, since we have some time, I'm now jumping over to my other save where I repeatedly killed myself to get my damage reduction way higher so I can beat all the extreme measures of the
Okay,
gods.
so
And
this is your more complete save file.
yeah, and it's like
You can
I
clearly see.
maxed everything out.
Wait, what about the lobby? You might as well show off what you've
Oh.
upgraded in there.
Oh yeah, right.
Because, you know, we as the audience have no idea what the fuck it looks like when you upgraded shit.
So yeah, that's a flowers, my wall decorations. She got tired of not having a seat and left.
What? What do you mean she
No, I
left?
think she just thinks somewhere else out.
She's probably in the garden then.
But she,
Well, there's something in the garden.
yeah, this is I think
Must be cold up there.
the gift you get for the true ending. And she also from time to time now heads to Olympus, and since we're already on topic, so for the
Something to
true
do with the
like
ending.
you befriend enough of the gods by giving them the nectar until the gods, you know, they all fill up, and you get the last one as well where they have to do the quest.
What's
And
Ares?
then you pretty much invite them all to a feast
Right.
where you explain the situation, and then Susan's like, "Oh, why didn't you come clear with this sooner?" And all is forgiven.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But yeah.
The answer is just to fucking talk it out.
Yeah, who could have thought?
That's never been the answer, no matter how much it should be.
And like story-wise, so because the way it's told, it's kind of a bit hard to follow.
Let's go, Coronat.
So yeah, Sue's pretty much kind of gifted Persephone to Hades as a prize because she already wanted to leave anyways. But you know, Demeter didn't know about this and thought that she kind of mortal took her heart, and she kind of left Olympus for mortals and got really fucking pissed at that and punished them with eternal winter. And that's been going on for
God knows how
a
long.
while until, you know, Sagres is adult and
So wait,
yeah.
So after this particular event, then when everything's been eased over now, whenever you get to the mortal realm, is it no longer frosted over?
No, it's still frosted over. There's like, hey, winter's actually a cool idea. Let's keep it and add a new season.
For fuck's sake.
So yeah.
So what? This is a show it off, fuck it run.
Yeah, this is the boss variants when you activate the extreme measures for them.
Fair enough. I'll allow it, since, you know, this will be a short stream regardless.
Yeah. I mean, and yeah, now they also understand that
The one fucking time talking over fixes the problem.
never fixes the problem. What are you talking about?
Ooh, chaos.
But yeah, it's like I feel like this is like really like I can really see gods being this, but it just like think them so highly that they don't need to talk about it.
No, because the answer to everything clearly was violence.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to be encountering any traps in this layer, are you?
I mean, there's usually traps in there, but
yeah, but they're not as hazardous as like the next floors are.
Yeah.
Especially those archers; those suck.
Also, even the other upgrades actually give me stuff now. And there's now this gates where if you don't take damage, you get a bonus.
Okay.
I'd like to see you dodge the following.
I guess this was Hades' idea of trying to, keep things interesting.
Yeah.
But since this bow is keeping your distance, this is perfect. Oh, except for those chariots, they will sneak up on you, I know it. They'll just
Yeah.
snipe you from a distance.
I also don't like the crystals because you know the tracking stuff can be easy to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get the special? Yeah, thank you.
That'll do. So what, this keeps going until you get hit?
No, it's like, it's a challenge, so you
Oh,
have to defeat
okay.
this enemy without getting hit, and if you fail, you don't get any reward.
It looks like you end up... Is it guaranteed 3 choices per thing you do that?
No, this is like the choice,
For the next
thing I
room, but
got.
it's like, most of the time it's usually 2, not 3 is very rare, so I'm wondering if doing
Yeah.
those gives you 3 guaranteed.
I think it actually does, because like you usually get 3 with them.
Okay,
And
well, that's new. I think. I'm not sure now. These pots here.
yeah,
No,
not
no,
entirely sure right now,
I'm just
but
not paying attention.
also you probably noticed that I take way less damage now, because like this is
Yeah.
3 damage, it's only... Oh no.
You're quite a tanky boy.
What's in the well this time?
So when you were given the challenge prompt thing, you only selected 1 maxed. So what was that specifically?
This is not the boss fight variants. Pretty much every boss fight is harder.
And you cranked him up to the max difficulty.
Yeah, so we get all of the boss fights. So it's pretty much like, for each level, you know, the first is the Tartarus boss fight against the sisters, and then you have the Bone Hydra and everything.
Let's see what
How
else.
many of these do you have to reroll? I can see the counter on the right.
So, total still, and like the more you do it on the same prompt, the more expensive it gets.
Naturally. Right now you've only got 2 rerolls left.
Yeah,
So you'd start with 4 by default then.
exactly.
That's quite forgiving. But I'm assuming that was expensive to purchase.
Yeah, those are expensive. Like, I think the last one cost like 4,000 darkness.
I think just 3 rerolls is enough, mate.
Yeah, but at some point, you know, you like to
Just that one
get the
more,
2 ending, you have
man.
to play the game so many times anyways.
And pray that your build is right.
Quite the bow.
So like, you're getting, with the time, like, I have so many resources. Like, I have like 52 Ambrosia that I don't use for anything.
Yeah, it's like, once you've given enough gifts, like, to everyone, is there any other purposes? You could exchange the
Not
ambrosia
really.
for something, right?
Yeah.
Like the, what was it, the diamonds? Were they the top tier currency?
Something for the mirror.
I mean, technically, it's the Titan blood, because you use that to upgrade your weapons.
Whatever the next tier is,
Yeah.
although, oh no, right, sorry. It's like, I thought you can only, like, upgrade them once. No, that were they like 5 options per weapon?
Yeah, there were a lot of them.
And you've only seen
And now we can
smattering.
actually talk to Baldy.
Very persuasive, that one.
He's a good listener.
Very. So, by talking to Baldy, I'm assuming means that Zagreus is just playing along with him. He's just like, yep, sure, definitely alive.
You're not crazy, I know. Nobody is suggesting such a thing.
Nope,
Do not presume
just
that
playing along.
And to be fair, like, I don't blame him, like, he's got a lot going on in his life.
Yeah,
He
pushing a
needs to
boulder.
get some relief.
So I'm assuming, I think I mentioned this earlier when about the boulder having a face. I'm assuming that the eye indents were exactly where his hands were being pushed, and the smile's just well, natural cracking of the boulder. It's just like, that looks like a face. I guess this thing has a personality now. Neat.
I mean, what do we love on Castaway? Everybody needs a friend, right?
Much to do in this purgatory, constantly pushing the same fucking boulder up a hill.
I mean, this is technically hell because, like, this isn't in purgatory.
Well, it's his version of purgatory for sure, since he'll never
No,
fucking
because
leave.
like maybe I'm mixing up distilletions, but isn't purgatory like the realm where you like where it's charged where you are, and it isn't hell nor heaven, and
No.
afterwards you get sent.
Purgatory is basically an area where hell is technically a version of afterlife, where purgatory is a punishment before you get to move on. So depends on your cultural belief, mind you.
Okay, because
There are
like,
many iterations.
I
of it.
always with the German version, it's like you get there and then you are charged and then you get sent to where you finally belong. So okay.
It differs between mythology and religion, so you use whatever you prefer, really. So now we get to face all three Furies now.
Yeah, but you only have to kill the one that you're actually fighting, which
Just
so
the
the
one.
others are just there to annoy you.
Okay, this makes it a lot more easy to deal with. But I'm assuming if you do focus on the other ones, you can knock them out, essentially.
I don't think you can hit them because like they just
Show up and then
appear and
vanish.
annoy you.
Oh look, she says more than one word. Amazing.
Yeah, over the game she learns to say Zagreus and then accuses of you of being a murderer again.
Still don't get that. Yeah, at least she's learning. Still taciturn though.
So I keep forgetting stuff that I have. I showed up.
Yeah, it's like
Fine,
you got
that
a
was
build
fine.
now that can, do shit.
Yeah.
That's one way to prove I'm innocent.
Innocent of what?
I don't get automatically fully healed, which probably meant that I should have switched my stuff, but nah.
Whatever. This is the build that you're supposed to be more familiar with. You probably click into it in a minute.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I have so much damage reduction. I will at least get to the final boss and probably also beat it because like the test ones I did were quite successful.
Right, so that was that level's major change. I can't imagine this one changed that much with the Hydra, really.
And not that long.
Yeah, because like the Hydra's variants were really just the head. So the only way I can picture making it harder is if the head changes types, multiple times through the boss fight, right?
Not exactly.
That's the only thing I can think of that would make it more difficult, unless they give you 3 primary heads instead of just the one. I don't know. So it's like I can't picture how much harder you make it because you already fight multiple heads. How much difficult can you make it?
Let's see.
Shall find out. Oh, this is good timing.
Hey, Your Royal Majesty. I must say, you've accomplished some truly amazing feats, according to Orphe at least. But don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Yeah,
What?
you can also now office periodically shows up here now as well.
Oh, that's nice.
I was only joking with him, but now he
Just know these two are in a happy relationship. Thank fuck.
That
The guy was in such a depressive state, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he was so depressed, everyone else wanted to kill him for it.
with so many wild exploits to sing or speak of. That can be arranged.
Bye.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
But to be fair, like,
Till next time.
some of the best work done is by singers who are currently not a good place. But yeah. Not the best.
Let's see. Trying to think topics now, since this is the fuck it stage of the game.
Yeah.
Anything else
we
about?
talked about Star Wars.
Yeah, it's like anything else about Mandalorian I haven't brought up yet. We're only 3 episodes in, I think, with
4.
sorry, let's count. Either way, not enough yet to go the whole mile. Let's see. I don't know, revelations, I suppose. Found out that there is actually a fuel limit to those jetpacks, so that's something.
Yeah, which makes sense, and when it does make sense, like usually they don't fly that long. So
Yeah, we
it
never
makes
see him
sense.
fly that long, so it's like, okay, there is a limit, thank fuck.
Maybe different revelations. Where the hell is the planet where they are that there's just like constantly monster attacks? It's like,
What, on the... What was it, one
yeah,
of the
for
moons of
the
Mandalore?
Mandalorian camp base. It's like the first
It's
time
not the
we saw
best
them,
place, is
one
it?
of the founding almost gets killed by a thing.
By the
That's like,
crocodile
oh yeah,
thing.
this happens all the time.
No, it is a level concern where one of the dragon bird thingies, whatever, kills a foundling, and they just straight up say that this happens a lot. I'm like, maybe you should
Yeah.
move somewhere else.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
know you guys like to move around and keep yourself hidden, but this is the worst place you could hang out in.
it's like there's so many planets in this entire galaxy that nothing is on. Why did you choose the one with monsters? I mean, I guess you're Mandalorians and this is kind of your thing, but still.
Nomads, they ain't, I guess. Not very good at it.
Yeah.
Well, they can keep themselves. Maybe the appeal is that the planet being dangerous means no one's going to go down there casually and find them. But I don't know,
Yeah.
man. They could just stay in the cave. You know?
Yeah, well, at least, like, even if the planet has monsters, don't have your
Base
the
right next to the
camp-
fucking nest.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I got a bit of a topic. So apparently for some fucking reason, this is a Kotaku article, and I know Kotaku gets a lot of flack for very stupid articles they've had. I only go there just for news, that's it. I don't care about what the actual people say. It's like, oh, this thing's happening, neat, move on. I don't actually read the
Yeah.
articles. But Kotaku had an article about saying that apparently the guild that the Mandalorian is part of is apparently a death cult. I'm like, what?
No, they're Death Watch, but they run the Death Cult.
Yeah, I feel like there's a bit of a misconception going on here. It's like, you sure this is a death cult? I think you misunderstood the name.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, yeah, they were like the warrior part and kind of a bit not cult. Is it cult if it's not religionist based?
I don't know, man. Definition of cult is very lax.
Yeah.
And also, apparently, the way of making the arena harder is lava.
Yeah, and like
Isn't it
just
easier
less
now, though?
space.
Isn't this easier? Because you can go fully around the thing. Because before it was only at the
Yeah,
top,
but before
wasn't
he
it?
just stayed in his place, and now like with the heads, they actually have less space to maneuver.
Yes. No, the difficulty's a matter of perspective here, really. Yeah, this isn't much different, though, is it? Also, there's a
Yeah,
head hiding
it's like
somewhere.
the same form, but it's like the fact that it's more close range actually makes it a bit harder.
I guess. I don't know, it doesn't seem that much difficult. That could be just because you're using the bow now, and that makes this easier. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a
also-
perfect
yeah,
spot. Look at that.
I mean, but this is actually becoming better now because like I can hit all of them.
That was perfect. Thank God none of them decided to just hide themselves.
Then they can't detect me.
Quick. Okay, good. Don't know when those invincibilities kick in, so, you know, the faster the better.
No, the invisibility is on like fixed places, so
Oh, thank fuck.
like if like you kind of at some point remember when it kicks in and
You
kind of
get a
plan
feel
your
for it.
god accordingly, or sometimes you just like me and forget that you should do this and then use it right before they become invincible. It's like, why did I do this? I knew that this is going to happen.
So I noticed, in the, I guess,
And I
charm.
get that. Fuck that.
What?
Okay. Yeah, I didn't do the thing again because I forgot again.
I was gonna say, so I noticed in the, I guess, charm collection, whatever those, you know, you can only pick one item type thing. There was one missed out. Whose is that one? It was like the very last one. Not the, like, the big four, or the big six ones. They were like in the main collection, whatever. There was one in the bottom, basically.
You'll see if I don't forget it.
Okay.
Again.
What else? Trying to think. I think that's it. It's just
also,
like
some things that I wanted to mention, like
Mhm.
Grogu gaining training principle is cool. But it's like what if that one kid he was fighting against didn't choose darts?
well, the kid obviously wanted an easy fight.
Yeah, which I get, but it's like, what if it was like no hand-to-hand combat, or I don't
I
know,
think-
flamethrowers, heavy machine guns.
I think they use specifically training versions of whatever they use. Obviously,
Yeah, but still, like,
I'm assuming there's like a limited tool palette, whatever, for foundlings specifically. I don't know, man. Still, I'm kind of excited to see. I'm not sure how far they're really gonna go with Grogu. To be honest, it's like, are we gonna see him, quote, grown up, or at least
yeah.
be taller? Oh God,
I mean, that's so
he's
weird
gonna have a
somewhere,
teen
but
phase.
the time shift for that to happen must be so great. Like,
I don't know.
he's
It'd be like the
50 years
Asari.
old.
It'd be like the fucking Asari. They just have a slow start and then they'll just have a growth spurt. Or do what they did with Groot, you know.
It actually now makes me a bit sad because I don't think Grogu will be fully adult when, you know.
No, I don't think.
Mando is
Yeah, I don't think we'll
still-
see fully adult Grogu and Mando at the same time, but at least wouldn't mind seeing him just as a slightly more grown child at least.
Yeah.
He'll still be cute though.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, a fully grown Jedi Mandalorian would be
That is
awesome.
fucking awesome.
It's also a bit sad that when the combos when you had like the younglings with the Wookiee Padawan. Actually,
They do bring that Wookiee Padawan back in the Bad Batch. That was actually quite a surprise.
oh, is he a full-grown Jedi?
No, he's still, young, but he seems to be doing alright. That's it. They didn't do much with him. It's just like, oh look, it's him. I remember him.
Hey. Yeah, it's like, this is also like how much of force to be breaking a Wookiee Jedi would be.
It's like yes and no. It's like, yeah, it's a great idea. Didn't do much with it though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of just glad that he survived. It's like,
Yeah, he was the only one that fucking mattered. Let's see, where are we in Bad Batch right now? We at episode 14, 15? We're almost at the. Well, I'm assuming 16 will be the last episode since last season was up to 16. So we're almost there. Still mixed on whether this is a good or bad thing. Like, like, how do you recommend Bad Batch? You know? Like,
yeah.
Bad Batch isn't a bad show. The name. Oh, you're different. Nice armor. Oh, no wonder you didn't notice the leg thing. Look, he's covered him up now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the gold though. Definitely does not clash very well with the pink. It's not complimentary.
Yeah, it isn't.
And also, blue frill hair thing. It's part of the helmet, Roman style. Don't match.
I think I wanted to show.
F2 says summon. Yay!
Yeah.
It's the best fucking thing. So what she provide slowdown?
Yeah, it stuns weak enemies, so... And she also has actually some decent DPS on her own, just...
Basically a free turret. Cleaning
but
powers, activate.
But I just forget about it so often.
You've got to use it.
Problem.
That's alright.
Because like originally you only have one news, so you kind of want to save it for the VCS fight most of the time. So even then I
You
kind of
don't
forget
quite
about
care
it.
about the run.
Hey, actually usable now. Nice.
Okay, now for the other half of this floor. That encounter only shows halfway, doesn't it?
I mean, I'm not sure if it's necessarily halfway, but marks are good.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like, okay, I'm almost there. Assuming the requirements for Dusa as a summon means you have to give her a lot of stuff.
yeah, like you have to give enough nectar, and then you have to give her one Ambrosia, and like there's one for Meg, Thanatos, Sisyphus, and
Characters, X and Y name here.
yeah, I think Hades kind of also has one for the gift once
Yeah, he
you
must
beat
do.
the game. But I'm forgetting someone. Oh, I think Achilles probably also has one.
Oh, fair enough. I think I did see, like, on your slot, there were, like, 2 locked slots, like, one for your main collection, and there was, like, the 6 big ones at the bottom, which I'm assuming Deuces is one of them.
Yeah.
So, there's that. I just remembered a thing. So, back on the topic of Mass Effect with mods and such, there was one mod in particular, it's completely fluff extra, you don't need it, but it's nice. So you know in Mass Effects 2 and 3 that there's the whole, well, email messages type thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Someone's made a mod for that for Mass Effect 1. Not as well implemented, but you're working with the limits of Mass Effect 1 with its messages. So there's now, you can receive messages and emails, whatever, in Mass Effect 1. And I think about 3 mods that are complementary to it right now. There's like the main mod and then 2 good complementary mods that go with it. Whichever one it was. Adds in messages from your crew or your squad mates or whatever. Specifically, I think you get better benefits for doing their side quests like Garrus and Rex's. If you do them, you receive a message and they'll actually provide some resources to you. Specifically, like, I don't know, searching for all the minerals, the Turian insignias, and such and so, whatever. Particular characters will give you relevant stuff that makes sense. Like Garrus will give you the Turian, like a couple of Turian insignias to make your grind for them a little quicker. That's actually quite nice. Speeds up the fucking process because it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I'm fed up with it. I keep doing it. And I think even Joker points out, it's like, hey, you do know the Normandy comes with probes, right? So you don't have to go down on the planet to find this shit. Which, yeah, is like, yeah, of course it does, because that's what you're doing too. Oh god, Theseus. Wait, why is he using guns now?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
You only have that chariot because of me, you know. It's all because of a condition of the Pact of Punishment. Nothing you did or earned. So
Oh my god, Theseus. There's a word for this right now. I can't think of it. What am I thinking of?
It's called running somebody over.
yeah, I suppose. I was thinking it's not quite narcissism, but it's around that field.
Overconfidence?
Yeah, overconfident. You get the vibe I'm getting though, right?
Yeah.
There's a word for this.
So yeah, he just drives around and shoots at you and pops bomb and everything.
Beep beep.
And meanwhile, Asterios is just way quicker with his attacks.
Ah, I've got the word. He's overcompensating.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely overcompensating.
I mean, he's standing next to Asterios all the time.
I wouldn't be surprised that it's tiny. It's not. It's just moderately sized.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your chariot.
Yeah.
He even loses all his armor and gold.
But yeah, back this old self.
I don't know, Athena likes to be whoever's side benefits to her most of the time. Fuck's sake. Fuck him up. Hey, more ambrosia.
Hey, only
Why
have...
can't you give the... Why can't you give the shade any ambrosia? What's that all about?
Oh, that would be awesome. I would totally do that.
Wait, quick, check your items, whatever. I wanted to see that list. Yeah, you're missing... Oh, 2 at the bottom. Sorry, I'll shut up. On the main selection, not the big
Yeah.
box. So what are those 2?
So this is Hades A. Oh no, this is the card that you get. Okay, from Hades A.
What's the other one
Okay,
then?
I think you get one from Hades as well if you give him enough hearts, then maybe.
And what's the second
So-
to last one then? Not the 4 here, the next to the Hades. That one.
So,
Huh. From Persephone.
yeah, this is the one I used in the beginning and I can't switch back to it.
Oh, it's just locked off. Okay.
Yeah, and I think because I already have a call, that's why I can use this one.
Okay. I wonder what the last one is then on the main 6
That
there.
probably is Hades then, and I never bothered with him.
That sounds about
that's
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Last floor. This will be the last time. Thank fuck.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Up to next game.
Want some variety? Fuck.
Hey, we didn't get 2 digits.
Hmm.
We didn't believe it, but we got
We got here somehow. What if this is the run that actually finally proves yes, you can get the bag in the first room.
would be cool.
Still didn't get to see Ares. I mean, at least Zeus
Oh
showed
yeah,
up.
he hasn't didn't show up.
And Zeus did show up, but Ares just straight up refused to show up. I think it is straight based on your weapons.
Maybe.
Might be. Like, with you using the spear, how often did you see like Artemis or
Artemis quite a bit still, but definitely saw Ares also.
and
quite
the love one? I forgot her name.
Artemis.
No, not Artemis. The goddess of
Dionysus.
not no, the goddess of sex.
Aphrodite.
Yeah, Aphrodite. Yeah, how often did you encounter her with the spear?
Also, normally often I would say.
Yeah, but like with the bow, you encountered her, Artemis, and the snow one quite a bit.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like there are other gods, yet the other ones won't show up as much. I mean, Poseidon was up there at the start, but as the more runs were going in, Poseidon stopped showing up as much.
Yeah.
Damn, this stuff be expensive. Okay, that's different.
What's different?
Well, I haven't seen this version of the dash.
Oh yeah. This is Demeter's, which
Does it damage, or is it just the effect?
it does a bit damage, but there are better ones.
Yeah, it's like I could see it being
really good.
pretty inconvenient to use. You have to intentionally dash in towards the enemies, which means by the time you're out of dash, you're accidentally contact damaging this shit.
Yeah, it's also a bit weird to aim where like
It's very
because you have to
situational.
dash in front but not into them a bit. Like, yeah.
Very situational. You gotta be properly spaced. I can't see this being great.
Yeah,
Like
it's
good in
like
concept, but it's got to like the output's got to
compared to
make
the
sense.
Vine Dash
Status sack already.
or just silence also does really good damage.
Well, that one makes sense because it attacks all around, full 360, whereas this one, it's only towards in front, and it launches forwards, which means it encourages you to dash towards enemies, whereas
Yeah.
Poseidon's, it's okay wherever direction you're dashing.
Now back to Cerberus.
Anyway,
Here we are.
weak salt water, tasty.
Now for a chat with Cerberus. Don't spill it all over the place, mate.
All of you are terrible.
What about
I'm
these?
not going to use it anyways.
What, not upgrade the dash?
Would you?
Nope.
Vigilant Cerberus.
Just talk to creditors, I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Not really. Always good for a chuckle, that.
You
Alright,
get
let's...
this.
That one is my favorite.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
This is it.
So are we in good terms now? It's just like, time for
No.
another friendly bout.
You vanquished me. Even when I threw everything I had at you, and more. I fought you as I fought the Titans themselves. And still I failed.
Yeah, it's because I'm
Oh, don't take it so hard.
way too much
Father.
damage reduction
There's
right now.
always next time, right?
Hmm.
Meaning this time. Maybe I won't be so fortunate.
I'm pretty sure I don't beat this boss fight
Of that I am
normally.
not certain.
Let's find out.
Come. Let us see the limits of our abilities then. I warn you, I shall hold nothing back. To the death.
And Thanatos in the distance. You called me?
It's a great Panic at the Disco song.
So, I'm assuming the first phase isn't much different, right?
No, but the thing is it takes it all a bit quicker.
It's the usual BS of increased difficulty of enemy hits harder and is tankier.
Yeah. Also, I think this on that. I'm not sure if this happens in the second phase or in the first phase, but he summons mini bosses now
Oh,
as like
goody.
his things. So yeah.
This one. I think he has done that before, but they were much
Yeah.
weaker.
But it might be in the second phase because like there is like the
They're much
real
harder.
crystal thing that shoots out little mini lasers at everything.
Yeah, he hasn't. I
happens
don't think he's done that one. Oh, he's gonna do it right now. Yeah, he summoned that one, not the butterfly one. I don't think I remember him summoning that before. Ow.
Yeah,
I was gonna say ow, but then I realized, oh yeah, right, you can actually tank the hits now. This is weird.
Yeah, but like, I actually don't really can tank it that well compared to.
No, but better than the original save file.
Yeah. But I
So
honestly
you're
need
still
to
fine.
get a grip on myself and outfit.
Yeah, you got 3 lives. You're fine.
Yeah, but I always like half of this one. It's like,
You're fine. We'll be in a minute. It's weird. They don't usually do that. Oh, they've changed the status effect. Usually they just do that green critical state, not actually freeze you in place. Or am I misreading things?
what's this effect?
The green hands, I thought they just put you in the critical state, not the well, freeze you in place. I don't remember them doing that. Either that or you
No,
just
they
haven't let them.
they locked you in place.
Have they always done that?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's just you haven't let them do that till now.
I try to avoid them quite often. because,
Well,
like,
you've done so well that I just haven't noticed. Yeah, the green shockwave effect. What's he doing?
Oh yeah, also he heals now.
Bastard! Stop that! I hate healing bosses. Wait, is that his version of the God Gauge? He was making the same sounds too.
Also, he sends servers at you.
Yes, he does. I will admit, I do like bosses when they do mechanics that you can do.
Yeah.
He's doing his version of your abilities, because, you know, you're related. I remember doing that, though. Wish you could do that. I mean, technically you can if you got the right build, if you think about it. You can do the whole beam, like, effect thing, whatever. Just be different. Yeah, that one. Technically you can do that, just be different.
I just need to time it right.
I wasn't feeling it there. Oh, phase 3.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you mean now. Oh. Can't see shit.
Yep, that's the point.
Is that all the changes though? I just gotta make sure.
Yeah, this is not the first one. You get the third phase.
This third
And
phase is make the room darker.
boss theme, which is again awesome.
Okay, I can see why you were concerned about the whole live thing now. That's not full heal either. I just noticed that. Weird.
No, it's only half health.
Huh, that's not fair.
Oh my god, I actually might mess this up.
It's alright. This is just a showcase.
And again, like, I have 75% damage reduction right now.
And he's still kicking your ass.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's easy to lose where the pills are. Just need to stop healing.
You need to pay attention to them again.
Pace yourself. Doing alright. Ooh. Almost choked. I could feel that vibe. All it took was one good mistake to screw it all up.
It's like, and like again, like, I think 20%, 5% of the damage I put normally, so I have 4 times better spears normally right now. Yeah.
Still, well done.
Thanks.
Right.
That's kind of why I grinded it.
Oh, you're only 3 minutes off.
Yeah. But this is also, I think, without the extreme measure, so...
Well, upgrades. Alright, let's see how you die.
I think last time I died to a goat.
What killed you there?
Yeah.
Be unclear, that one.
Another death is naked.
You've done this so many times, it ran out of original deaths.
Yeah. Especially since I literally like killed myself 20 to 30 times to get the resistance up.
For grinding purposes.
Yeah.
Shop's cleaned up.
I was just making the rounds again.
Bye.
Yeah. But yeah. Let's say this.
Cool. So, what's left?
Nothing. I think there's any extras in the game. Like, you can buy the soundtrack separately or just listen to it on Spotify, YouTube. Which soundtrack is awesome.
I'm not denying that. I can tell that the soundtrack's pretty decent. What you gonna show the final thing, or
no, I don't, yeah.
not happy with how you found the source?
Yeah, I didn't really find a good video in sec.
That is fair. That's why I already changed the screen.
I kind of say what happens, and it's literally that you know, have a cutscene where that happens.
You described the meetup and everything. Okay, fair enough. Right, cool. Right, so that's it for Hades then. That must mean I need to show what the next thing is. Done with that. What we doing next? I think it's time for some Rayman, methinks.
Yay!
Rayman Origins specifically. I think initially was. I think you were convinced it was Legends first, but no, it's Origins
Yeah,
first.
I didn't know which one came out in which direction, so
it was Origins first because
Okay.
it would make sense because for some reason Legends has Origin stages and not the other way around. So yeah, we're doing Rayman Origins, and since certain someone has decent internet, we can actually do this with multiplayer, as the way the game was kind of made in mind. I think.
Oh, crazy.
I know.
But there's one issue now. If both of us are playing, who actually talks now when we're both focused?
Same as normal.
Sorry?
Same as normal. I don't know. I don't know what the difficulty is.
Just because I with Hades actually had to concentrate quite a bit. It's like, oh god, glad that you talk about stuff, and I just nod along.
Oh, we just react.
Yeah.
That's what happens. That's
Yeah.
what it's supposed to. Remember when we did Sonic 4 Episode 2? You were there for the well, to assist with the co-op. Let's just clarify that.
Oh yeah,
That was fun though.
this was fun.
That was fun. Think of it like that.
Nah, that will be fine. Just stupidly joking.
Yeah. Alright, cool. That'll do for a stream. Alright, so check back on Wednesday for the next game, Rayman Origins, with multiple people at once. My god, that's a rare idea.
In this day and age, like
In this day and age. Alright, yeah, cool. Alright, so till then.